Now to the search for Jessica Heeringa. 24-hour News 8 Susan Shaw anchoring our coverage from Norton Shores tonight. Sue?
Brian, at this time 1 week ago, Jessica Heeringa was working her shift at that Exxon station. Before her shift would end, she was abducted. No one has seen her since. Here are the latest developments in the case tonight we're just getting for you. We know that investigators are running tests on spots that they found outside that Exxon station to see if they are blood. A man investigators questioned for hours earlier this week has been cleared. He was first pulled over on Wednesday driving a silver minivan. Right now, for the first time, we are hearing from the lead investigator in this case. And 24-hour News 8 Steve Kelso is live at Norton Shores Police Headquarters with what we know. Steve?
Good afternoon, Sue. I sat down for about a half an hour inside this building today with Michael Kasher. He, as you said, is the lead investigator on this case. There are a lot of things that Sergeant Kasher knows that he won't necessarily share with us, but I wanted to give you an idea of how this investigation is working, and just what these guys are up against.
Number one is to get Jessica back, safe, sound, get her home. Second part, which is a dual part for us as investigators in the police department, is to find out who and why they did this and get a conviction.
For lead investigator Mike Kasher, it's all about priority, and it starts with a tip.
And then those tips, high, low, or middle, or priorities, are assigned to investigators. That's how we do things to make sure we're not crossing over each other. And
a father himself, a Norton Shores resident, Kasher takes finding Jessica Heeringa personally.
At least I'm able to go home and see my kids. So I got to keep that motivation that they are not right now. So you stay out here, you stay those extra hours.
As many as 25 investigators at a time from Michigan State Police, Muskegon County, Fruitport, and the FBI have turned a conference room at City Hall into their headquarters. Kasher is confident his team is gaining ground.
I'm miles ahead of square one at this point in time.
And as the tips, now well over 1,000, continue to roll in, Kasher continues to prioritize.
And we either close out that tip, or if it has to additional follow-up, we keep going with it.
It sounds tedious.
It is tedious.
It sounds hard.
Yeah, but it's not half as hard as being the victim or the victim's family either.
And one thing I really came away from this interview with was a real sense of confidence. Sergeant Kasher told me today, quote, "I know what happened. I know the timeline. I know where the witnesses are. All he needs now is that one solid tip to further satisfy his priorities." Live in Norton Shores, Steve Kelso, 24-hour News 8.